Going on, folks? I used to do Dungeons and Dragons Adventure League down at my local gaming store. In season 1 of the Adventurers League, there was an adventure called Defiance in Flan. You can still find it. Probably they used to give it away to the Dungeon Masters for free, but I think now you can get them for, you can buy them on the DM's Guild or something like that. But let's shoot over to this monitor here so that you can see what this is actually all about. This is the Adventurers League Defiance in Flan deal that I'm talking about. It is DDEX1-1, Dungeons and Dragons adventure that basically starts off in the town of Flan. Season 1 takes place throughout the entirety of Flan. The previous adventure, but the one that I was working on was the second one here called Mission 2 Screams at Dawn. And the deal with this, well, I don't want to go into details in case anybody plays it, but I just wanted to show you the adventure map over here. You can see this adventure map is just a simple little goblin's lair inside of a cave kind of a thing, but I thought to myself, I'd like to try a different kind of map, maybe something a little less colorful. The guys over at Runehammer do this really cool black and white artwork and stuff like that, and I've been working with that inside of ICRPG quite a bit in the last little while, so I thought, I wonder if I could get these maps into Tabletop Simulator and what they would look like if they were just a black and white map. So I took this map here, as you can see, Appendix Mission Map 2, and I converted it over to Tabletop Simulator, and this is how it turned out. Now I've stocked the dungeon with some stuff, but essentially this is what I did. You can see there's the base mat down here. If I lifted these layers off, you would see that there's certain information and stuff that's still on the bottom layer. Actually, you can see right here, this is what the bottom layer would look like. Now I've edited out all of the A, B, C's, and D's, the different wires and the cages and stuff like that was in here. And then I just basically read the adventure again to find out what was in it. And I put little or I cut out the call these things. Actually, let me bust it out here and I'll show you, because it might actually be a little easier for you guys to understand how it works. If you look over at my right monitor, you can see right here is the cutout section, and then that cutout section here equates to, go back, will be this top part. Cut out the bits that you wall part of it essentially, and away you go. And then all you do to get them to go to be this height would be F8. If you look at it here, this is just a piece that's been scaled. I don't know why 1807 is the scale, but it's an inch thick. Well, one segment thick, whatever their segments are. And it's at position 0 and 0 because luckily it worked in one piece, which was super cool. And I just stacked 3 of them on top of one another, put them all in the exact same coordinates, and locked them in place, and it actually gives it some height. So these walls are created from 3 separate pieces. You can see there's one here, and then there's another one here, and another here. Stack and lock them on top of one another, and we're good to go. So that's an easy way of getting this thing in here, but essentially you got all the bits and bobs that you need. You've got the little grasses and the rocks on the outside. This actually turned out relatively cool with the put a couple of goblins hiding back here. They're not even really paying attention. I wouldn't have these on the map, and I should actually spend more time trying to figure out Fog of War, but I would leave these goblins off. Also, I would figure out a way, well, Fog of War would hide most of the stuff in the back. You could just roll in here. And so this is the little goblin's den. You got some bed rolls, some lice-ridden sleeping areas and stuff like that. And then this room here is blocked off, it says, by a wall of furs, like fur curtains kind of a thing. So I put those little curtains up there, easily disposable. And then once they come through into this room, you can simply just take these goblins. If I hit Control C, Control V, you can drop in as many as you want, and it's go time. I'm going to leave these minis in here. These are goblins, gerblins, and I can't remember what Hankerin calls them, but they're actually pretty cool. They look great inside this black and white dungeon, so pretty happy with the way that they turned out. Inside the cave, because there's no wolves that they're supposed to be, I put in shadow lashers. I'll be right there. Threw up a couple of doors. And then beyond the doors, you've got your big bats. Now, I take the I'm a patron of Printable Heroes, and this is the bugbear that he did, which turned out fantastic. I put it in the game just by cutting the art out of the PDF files and stuff, and then importing it into Imgur, and then just copying the address and stuff. But I can't leave that one in here. So because we didn't have a bugbear for the big bad guy in the back room, you've got the cages with the prisoners, couple of broken crates, some sacks of food, and some goblins hanging around a table with some grub on it. This guy can't stay. But Printable Heroes, if you're looking for some great minis to throw on your table, this is the guy. And if not, these were never designed to be anything more than simple trifold or foldable paper minis. Which is why the art looks like this, but I think this art suits this dungeon, this black and white style. So that's why I'll leave the ogre in, but I'm gonna get rid of that guy there. There is a bugbear available, and then the dungeon goes off to wherever your imagination takes it. So this was just there. You can see there, mission 2, the Goblin's Lair. I just cut and pasted her apart. Put this one up on Tabletop. Call it that I got on the go here. You can see here if you go to the workshop, this is called One World Games, One World Game Table with Images, and inside of that table there is 50 different dungeons that are easily addable to your one world. Actually, I gotta go to menu and I should actually pack this, but that's it. Show you that this how easy it, well, not easy, but once you get it figured out, you can take simple maps and they actually end up looking really cool inside a tabletop simulator. So all right, cool, peace out.